Hi, boys and girls. Happy Monday. So excuse the way I look. This kind of, quarantine look. But let's talk about what we're going to do for reading this week. Not too bad. First of all, you're going to listen to the next chapter of Lemony Snicket. Miss Morgan's reading the chapter for you. You guys are going to be taking the test at the end of the book on AR, so don't forget that as you're reading. Pay attention to the story. Second thing, if you get to the end of the chapter and you realize you didn't quite get it, or you weren't sure about a character, or you didn't understand how a scene worked, go back and re-listen to it. That's the beauty of having this on tape. Secondly, you're going to go onto a Storyworks story. It's kind of a cool story, but it's about snakes that are in Florida. Let me show you what that's going to look like. So it looks like this. The snake that's eating Florida. So it says enormous snakes are taking over one of America's most prized wilderness areas. Can they be stopped? And this is written by that Lauren Tarshish. She's the lady that writes many of our Storyworks stories and that writes the stories that we read in class about you guys know what I'm talking about. Lauren Tarshish. I can't think of it right now. But read this. There's also a second piece at the end of the story, and it is called Tracking Pythons. This is an informational text as well, so you need to read that today. You guys can always come back to this and reread it. You can draw or highlight sections of the story because at the end of the week you'll be taking the test on it. So go ahead and use the zoom feature to make things bigger. You can zoom out, you can make it fit the screen, you can make it full screen, you can spotlight something like this to make it just by itself, so you can actually just see that if you're working on something. So it's kind of cool. You can do a lot of different things with the tools that are up here. You can highlight a section so you know you're going to have to go back to that on the quiz. Use those features. So that's number two. Number one was the Lemony Snicket story. Number two is to read your Scholastic Storyworks story about the snakes. There's going to be a vocabulary activity about this article. So there's going to be a sheet that you're going to click on. You answer the questions right on the sheet. You put your name on it, and then you submit it. And then I will see it when I click on it in Google Drive. Go ahead and answer in complete sentences. It's all about the vocabulary that's being used in this article. So number one, Lemony Snicket's. Number two, your Storyworks. Read the article and the activity. Number three is an IXL activity on theme. So what is the theme of a story? Remember, theme is the lesson or the moral that's being taught in a passage or a story. So they'll give you small little pieces to read, and you have to say what the theme of that passage is. You have all week to do it. So if there's a day where you have too much going on, or your reading activity takes longer, or you're doing something else, don't worry about it. Just the score that you have by Friday is what I put in the grade book. Maybe do a little bit each day, so then it's not so much on one day. So let's say you only get to 25% on Monday. The next day get on it and you'll get to a different percentage. So anyway, good luck with reading today, and we'll have some more to do with the Storyworks story tomorrow. All right, enjoy, guys. Again, miss you like crazy. Bye.